Welcome to the module on Transparency Labeling Guidelines. At Amazon, transparency is all about building trust. Every enrolled product gets its own unique, non-sequential alphanumeric transparency code, a digital signature that confirms authenticity and keeps your brand and customers protected. In this module, you'll learn how to download transparency codes from the Transparency Portal and how to print and label your transparency enrolled products correctly. Amazon scans these transparency codes at its fulfillment centers to ensure only authentic products are shipped to customers. Once successfully scanned, the units are shipped to customers with full transparency protection. Customers can use either the Amazon Shopping app or the Transparency app to verify the authenticity of their products, no matter where they purchase them. Now, let's understand what each transparency label must include. Regardless of the label type the brand chooses, whether the transparency code appears as a separate label or is integrated into the product's packaging design, each product must display the following mandatory elements on the transparency label. A. The transparency logo mark or Transparency by Amazon logo mark. B. A clear call to action. C. A data matrix code containing the transparency information. Let's move on to understand how to request transparency codes. To request your transparency codes, simply log into the Transparency Portal using your brand registry credentials. From your dashboard, select Code Requests to begin generating unique codes for your enrolled products. Once your products are successfully enrolled, their status will show as enrolled in the portal. Now that your products are enrolled, it's time to request transparency codes and start labeling your units. You can choose to order codes in bulk using an Excel template or generate them individually for each product. To get started, go to Code Requests in the Transparency Portal. If you are generating codes for specific ASINs, simply search by ASIN, GTIN, SKU, or product name in the search bar. Next, select the ASIN and enter the number of codes you need. Fields like lot number or manufacturing location are optional and can be filled in if required. Now, click on Request Codes. Your codes will appear under the Code History section in both .pdf and .csv formats. The .csv file lists your codes in an alphanumeric, non-sequential format. This format is used when brands integrate transparency codes directly into product packaging through tools like Bartender, Unicommerce, or SAP. The .pdf file contains transparency codes in a data matrix format. This version is used when brands print and manually label transparency stickers on each unit. You can easily download the PDF from the Code History section under Code Requests and print it using a thermal transfer printer. If you are requesting codes in bulk, click on Bulk Ordering. Download the file template, enter ASIN details, and re-upload it once completed. Now that you know how to download and access your codes, let's look at the right way to print and label them. Here are a few key points to keep in mind. Always use a thermal transfer printer with a resolution of 220 dpi or higher. These printers deliver crisp, dark prints that are ideal for transparency labels, such as those produced by the Zebra ZT230 industrial printer. Make sure to purchase blank labels for printing your transparency codes. Use smudge-free and fade-resistant materials, such as chromo paper or polyester labels to keep your prints sharp and long-lasting. Avoid using standard A4 paper, as the labels may fade or smudge easily over time. Now that your printer and labels are set, here's how to manage your transparency code files correctly. When you print a PDF file, you'll notice serial numbers highlighted in red. These numbers help you track and manage each unique label in that file. Remember, if you print the same PDF again, you'll create duplicate codes. To generate more labels, always download a fresh set of codes from the Transparency portal. Duplicate codes will fail scanning at Amazon fulfillment centers. Now, let's go over a few simple best practices to help you apply your labels correctly. Before labeling, confirm your label format and printing method with your Transparency account manager. Apply the label on only one side of the product package, preferably on a flat, visible surface near the FNSKU or GTIN label. Ensure the label is easy to scan, not folded over corners or edges. Avoid using duplicate codes while labeling and make sure you don't apply transparency codes from one ASIN to another. Each label should be printed and placed in the correct format. Always make sure you're using high-quality labels so your codes stay clear and easy to scan. And finally, apply codes on all units of your enrolled products for both Amazon and non-Amazon sales channels. Once labeling is complete, follow these simple checks to maintain accuracy and compliance. Pre-shipment verification. Confirm the ASIN status in the Transparency portal and ensure only transparency-coded units are shipped to Amazon fulfillment centers. Transparency code quality assurance. Inspect label placement and print quality to ensure all transparency codes are clear and scannable. Random code checks. Conduct regular random scans using the Transparency app to confirm that all codes are active and readable. Employee training. Make sure your warehouse and operations teams are trained on code generation and labeling procedures. Emphasize the importance of accuracy in every step. Now, let's see what happens if labeling is missed. Every unit of a participating product manufactured or shipped by you or on your behalf must be labeled with a transparency code, regardless of whether it's sold through Amazon or a third party, and regardless of the country of sale. If a transparency scan fails, the product is flagged as unsellable under the defective category, since it may be considered potentially counterfeit until verified. Failing to label all enrolled units can result in your authentic inventory being held or destroyed, and you may be responsible for the cost of that inventory and its disposal or return. For additional support, you can reach out to your Transparency account manager or visit the help pages on the Transparency portal. Thank you and happy selling!